News, Mumbai.
The financial industry around the world is keeping a close eye on a vote in Washington, D.C. that could undo banking reforms put in place after the 2008 financial turmoil. The Financial Choice Act will significantly repeal key laws regulating banks that were established during the Obama administration. If passed, it will eliminate powers granted to regulators that allowed them to wind down failing institutions. And undoing the law would also exempt banks from many existing financial rules if they agree to boost their capital reserves. How will this impact Asian financial institutions? For his views, we're joined now by banking and financial expert Eric Yoon from KNL Yates in Seoul. Mr. Yoon, glad you could join us on Asia Business Report. If indeed this Financial Choice Act is made into law and will basically roll back banking reforms instituted by the Obama administration, are you for or against it?
Well, I'm not sure that my personal opinion matters, but I can tell you that the banking industry as a whole would be in favor of many of the measures that are in the current draft of the Financial Choice Act, for two reasons, principally. One, that, as you noted, it would alleviate the capital cost that had been imposed on banks as a result of Dodd-Frank Act. And also it would roll back some of the undue compliance burdens that the banks have had to live with.
So banks will be freer, they'll be more liberal, they'll be able to do whatever they want prior to the 2008 financial crisis. But are you concerned that history could repeat itself if these restrictions are lifted?
Well, if that were to be the case, I would be concerned, but I don't think so for two reasons. First of all, it's a debatable question whether Dodd-Frank actually accomplished its stated purpose, which was to, of course, do away with some of the undue excesses of the banks pre-2008, and two, as a practical matter, as a matter of political reality in Washington today, it is highly unlikely that much of the provisions that the Wall Street banks have been against would be repealed.
But if indeed this becomes a reality, how would this impact banking and financial institutions in Asia?
I think it would, first of all, to the extent it frees up, as you noted, highly well-capitalized banks with 10% leverage ratio from much of the capital, risk-based capital and stress test and other regulations. It would free up more capital to allow banks to engage in greater amount of lending. So that would be a good thing. And also, if the VOCA rule, a specialized restriction against proprietary trading is restricted, I think that would also be a welcome relief for the banks.
All right. Thank you so much for your insights, Eric Yoon, a financial and banking expert. Naoto Miyamoto